Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. This is a team that comes into the game wishing there was more on the line, but the reality is they're just playing out the string at this point. Still, despite their disappointing season, you can be sure they'll be giving it their all here. It's the Colts going up against the Jets. So for the call of this Week 13 matchup, let's bring in our commentary team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. Coming to you from just off the New Jersey Turnpike in East Rutherford. We are just about set for football on EA Sports from MetLife Stadium. Tonight, we wrap up the first 13 weeks of the season with a good Monday nighter between the Indianapolis Colts and the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
So many different reasons teams hit the losing skids, but the best way out of it, something has to happen positive early in the game.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback. 3 times a Pro Bowler in his 5 years. It's Andrew Luck.
When you watch Andrew Luck play at Stanford, all you thought to yourself the entire time was, this guy's going to be a big-time NFL quarterback. And that's exactly what he's turned out to be. He has everything that you're looking for in a quarterback, including the elusive leadership trait that makes people gravitate to him and want to play well around him.
Now the first carry for Jordan Todman. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Here's the offense, and if you're the defense, Charles, you really have to focus on that guy that's highlighted on the screen.
You're talking about pure speed. T.Y. Hilton can get down the middle of the field and really stretch a defense.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Again, they go with Todman. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for first. And the defense for New York.
Sheldon Richardson's talent is absolutely immense. And when he plays on the defensive line, it's a difficult task to block him.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Luck now to throw. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down. Fresh set of downs here. Jordan Todman, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. Couple of Jets there in on the stop.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Todman. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
After watching that play and result, I go back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator, Brandon, before the game and said, how are you going to move the ball running it against the #1 defense? He gave us no indication, didn't tip his hand at all, so we have to see how this unfolds as this game moves along.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. Going deep here for Allen. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
but they certainly didn't waste any time throwing some deep passes here. But the defense, it wasn't unexpected. They told their secondary, be ready, you're going to be tested all night by this team.
On 4th down, here's Pat McAfee to kick it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. So here are the Jets now backed up to start their first drive. They're led out by their quarterback in his 4th season now out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
Hope accompanied this young man when he came out of West Virginia, and many thought he would be one of the top starters in the league by about this time in his career. That hasn't happened, but no one has abandoned the thought that maybe he can still get to that level.
Now Geno on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure. But it falls incomplete, and it's 2nd down. And here are the starters offensively. And one of the wideouts, Eric Decker.
Remember when he came out of school, out of Minnesota, many thought he was nothing more than a number 2 or 3 receiver? He's proven everyone wrong. He's a guy who's a high-volume catcher and a terrific player downfield.
Second and 10, Smith again. Right back for Marshall. This time it's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Third down now following the completed pass. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Geno, and able to find Decker. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Here's Matt Forte with his first carry. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And let's go through the starting defense for Indianapolis.
Vontae Davis is one of the strongest cornerbacks in the league, equally adept at playing the run and the pass.
On 2nd down, Forte stays on his feet, and he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Clayton Gathers makes the stop.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Smith on 3rd down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. DeQuell Jackson in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
On fourth down, the Jets turn things over to Locke Edwards to punt it. T.Y. Hilton deep for the Colts. So we played one quarter here on a Monday night. 0-0 our score, and we will return to MetLife Stadium after this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Snickers. You're off your game when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you, it's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
And a neutral zone infraction on the defense.
The defense thought they had the timing count on the quarterback's cadence, but they jumped too soon.
Here's Todman. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Call it a gain of 4. Leaves him with options here on second and just a yard.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped.
False start, offense.
To throw on second down is Locke. Left side, it's Dorsett. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
Luck on first down. Dorsett making the catch. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They come out here in the eye. Luck. He's got time in the pocket. All kinds of time. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for Indy. 49 yards.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. One receiver left is Hilton. On 1st down, Luck. Pass incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. This is Todman. Shreds the tackle. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Play action. It's Luck. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot there on 3rd down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
I remember Philip Dorsett coming out of the University of Miami ready to hit the league. All we talked about was speed, speed, speed. Just throw it to him, and you've got a great chance at a completion, but not that time.
Not that time. They tried a deep downfield with his speed, but incomplete. And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The New York set to take the field. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Now Gino on 1st down. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
One receiver left, 2 to the right. On 2nd down, here's Smith. Looking for Decker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Butler. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Smart approach there, using the run to pick up the first. And that was a defensive setup they prepared for this week, knowing that keeping it on the ground was the best way to attack it.
And that means also that they're able to read them pretty well. All the things they prepared for, when they get to the line of scrimmage, they see it in pre-snap recognition and know exactly how to attack based on their planning and preparation.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with Larry Ridley for highlights and analysis of our first half of play. Well, not too many highlights yet, at least in terms of scoring plays, that is.
Yeah, but hang in there. We might get something these last 2 minutes.
On 1st down, it's Luck. Allen has it left side. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. That was good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
From the 2-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Dante Moncrief, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts are in for 6. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd down and 4. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Quincy Enunwa, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Got a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Well, it wasn't a 1-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Colts getting ready to go. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second down now after the pass completion. They'll come out in the pistol. On 2nd down, here's Locke. Allen's got it over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Luck looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
Here's Pat McAfee now as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. This is taken around the 12. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jets take possession. And New York set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Out of the gun, Smith going up top. It got his man complete. He's at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Their dangerous wide receiver as the first half is winding down. And the Jets have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Now Folk for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry.
All right, let's do this. Here's the first half highlights. Third down from the 37. They're going to come away with another sack here. This will go for a loss of 8. Now to late in the second. The pass will be caught over the middle, and it's going to be caught for the touchdown. That takes the lead up to 7. Still late stages of the second. Geno Smith finding his mark in coverage, and it ends up working for a touchdown. The Jets tied up at 7. Staying late in the second. The catch is made after a quick pass, and this will go all the way for a touchdown. Jets up by a touchdown. So that'll do it for us here in Orlando. For the call of the second half, let's hand it back over to Brandon and Charles. Brandon.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll try to get the running game going with Forte. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
A give. This is Forte. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Just beating the play clock. Smith. And able to find Decker. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Kim, see the tight end. Hey, check it out.
On the counter, Forte. No, a heck of a move.
Man.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll give it up to Forte. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Trent Cole on the tackle.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. Geno now to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get him to 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. And tough starting field position here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And he's back here in the struggle department in this one like he was a week ago. And, partner, I think you can pin some of this on that O-line. That room to run, just not there.
You mentioned last week that it felt like the offensive line was getting beaten to the punch by the guys across the ball.
Well, it was pretty evident, I thought.
I mean, they were off the ball fast, penetrating, getting into the offensive backfield, really spilling a lot of runs before they got started. So I thought your observation was spot on then, and you're right there again this week. Same thing is happening, not able to get started because they're not able to control the point of attack.
And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front, they moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on 3rd down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
3rd and 2, and they ran the ball for only 1 yard, and everybody's going to scream at the offense. Well, let's give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. Defensive front out leveraged the offensive line. They got more people to the football. Yeah, they won that battle in a big way, and they're forcing a big decision now by the guys on offense.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Down. This is Forte. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. They come up in an offset eye. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Butler. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Back out onto the field now. Here comes the Jet defense. They have a little something to build off of from last time with a 3-and-out.
And what they have to build off of, great confidence right now. Being able to stuff someone on a 3-and-out, you feel like you're in control now. You're doing the dictating. They want to see if that can continue as this game progresses.
Will it continue? We'll see. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment defense. Still third down.
So just 1 yard to go here on third down. Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He loses 4, and it brings up 4. Here's Pat McAfee now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A running play now for Forte. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On second down, here's Smith. And he hits on the slant route to Marshall. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Simple slant route, and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop. The play clock's running down. Throwing now is Gino. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me their fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a third down attempt.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. We focus our attention now on the Jets defense. Their stay on the field last time was short-lived with a 3-and-out. See if they can get some more of that.
And ordinarily, you want to be on the field playing, right? But 3-and-outs, that's almost gold to a defense. Get to the bench, get some rest, turn the ball over to your offense.
We'll see what they can do here. See if they can force another 3-and-out. On first down, it's Locke. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. Dante Moncrief. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Dante Moncrief. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This will be taken about the 12. Fighting through. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They start on the ground with Forte. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
To throw on second down is Smith. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. He won't go down. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Quincy Enunwa with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets are going to take the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. On for the extra point is Folk. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. One play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And now it's second down. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. 2nd and 10, Luck again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it in the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try to pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Completes it to Moncrief, left side. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Here's Pat McAfee now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at the 18. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. This is Forte. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Gino. And complete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Smith. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And another timeout taken by the Colts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And the Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And not great starting field position here for the offense. An encroachment penalty here, maybe just a mental lapse, partner.
Sometimes you have to just watch the football. Make sure it's snapped before you're jumping.
Defense. Still 1st down.
To throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped.
False start. Offense.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. He's back to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Back to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Still back there. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
Man, such a close game, a very big one. Back to throw. He's got time. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time. And that takes us from second to third down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
The Colts defense, they worked their way back onto the field. They did their job last go-around, forced the punt, hoping for more of that here.
They got off the field. That's exactly what they wanted to accomplish. Get off the field, turn the ball over to their offense, and kick back and enjoy a little bit of water and rest before they have to go back out there again.
Back out there now. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8.
Tight right, tight right. 319. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Right, strong right. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Ready. 319. 319.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Jets, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.